Hi guys, something a little bit different for this week. I'd like to bring a restorative class to you, and I know I've been doing all vinyasas, but this time let's do some restore. It's something amazing for our body, amazing for our mind, and we can benefit in so many ways from it. So please find either a place inside or outside. You can use a mat or a blanket or something comfortable, and have a wall because we'll use it towards the end. And just start to bring yourself into this place where we're going to practice today. And our props, we have a bolster. You can always use a pillow or something instead, a couple of blankets, and then a blanket or two and a couple of blocks, maybe 4 blocks. It's always handy to have extra props just in case. And yeah, the wall will be very handy as well towards the end of class. So if there are any distractions, maybe you can start to shut them out now. And so we sit in an upright seated position to begin. You can sit up on a blanket or a block here. Let's sit the pelvis in an upright position with the right shin crossed in front of the left or on top of the left. So a double pigeon or a square pose. If you're placing the shin on top, please make sure the ankle bone is on top of the knee, so there's no sickling of the foot. You can always put blocks under the outer knees, or you can place the hands on the blocks, the forearms on the blocks, whatever feels most comfortable for the body. So we start to relax the torso forwards. Now if this is uncomfortable, please stay in an upright seated position. And you're always welcome to have the lower back or the entire back and back of the head against the wall. That might be a little bit more relaxing, a little bit supportive. As you start to let the breath slow down, let the body get nice and heavy. Anytime your mind begins to wander, just notice where it's going to. So allow the breath to deepen, giving the body a chance to disengage and let go. As we are in these poses, if the poses that we are in feel really, really good, you're welcome to remain there as long as you like. It might mean the entire class, it might mean just an extra few minutes or so. You can always pause this video and continue it when you're ready. When you are ready, slowly lifting the torso back upright as we now move the right leg back behind us into a deer pose of the legs. So the left foot is at the top of the right knee or the right thigh. Grab your bolster or pillow or blocks and place them to the left side of the body. So if you are using a bolster, you want to up against the left hip so it's really supporting you. Then turn the torso to the left and bring the torso down onto the bolster, onto the props. You can always lift the bolster up a little higher by putting a block under the head, as you can see in the video. If you'd like to deepen this twist a little, as long as it's okay for your body, the left foot gently pushes the right leg back just a little further and relaxing there. There's always an option to put a blanket under the inner arch of the right foot as well, if that helps to support the body. And if you do have the blocks under the bolster, you can always hug the bolster as well with the arms or have the arms forwards, wherever it feels really good to relax and disengage a little further. You're welcome to keep the head facing with the left ear down, only if it's okay for the neck. If it feels comfortable, you're welcome to begin to bring the forehead down or even turn the right ear onto the props. When you are ready, pressing the palms down to lift the torso back upright. And taking your time as we move to the other side. This time the left shin will either be in front or on top. The shins are away from the body. And the heel will be on top of the knee bone if you are placing the left shin on top of the right. Again, if you need to support the legs, blankets or blocks under the outer knees, or maybe lifting the pelvis up a little bit higher if that feels better. And staying upright. And be coming forwards onto the palms, the forearms are blocks. You can put props under the chest or the forehead as well. Again, if it's way too much to fold forwards, please just stay in an upright position, just wherever it's most comfortable for you. Still breathing nice and slow, giving the body even more of a chance to open up, to let go of anything you may have been holding on to for some time. Or use that option to stay as long as you like, or lifting yourself back up when you're ready, taking it slow. This time we move the props over to the right side. That twisted pose as we bring the legs into a deer position, bringing the left leg back. Again, you can put a blanket under the inner arch of the foot, keep the legs as they are, and then put the bolster right up next to the right hip, lifting it higher if you need to, as you turn the torso to the right to lower the torso down onto the props. With the right ear down, you can always put a blanket under the ear as well. If you'd like to deepen it again, you'll use the right foot this time to push the left leg back a little further. And allow the body to relax, just making sure that the right hip is supported. You can always move the props around as well. Again, if you would like to turn the head, you can bring the forehead down or maybe left ear down. Just taking it slow, and again, if it doesn't feel good, just bring the right ear back to the bolster. And whenever you are ready to release, bring the palms to the ground, slowly lift the torso back upright, taking your time to unravel the body. If you need any movement in between, please find what feels best. So we now move into a full butterfly with the soles of the feet together, the knees wide. You can either have the feet closer in towards the groin or have the feet further out away from you in a big diamond shape at the legs. You're welcome to put blocks under the outer legs, maybe 1 or 2 on each side. And then you can fold forwards. Again, if you need to lift the pelvis upright, please do, just to help it to tilt forwards for the fold. If you'd like to put any props under the chest or the forehead, you can always stack things up, whether it's in between the legs or on the feet. And if this pose is not suitable folding forwards, you're welcome to stay in an upright seated position. Again, maybe with the back against the wall if that is a little more supportive. Again, as you breathe nice and deep, nice and slow. Notice if you're tensing the jaw or the face or anywhere else. See if you can relax. Give yourself the permission. As you are ready, pressing the palms down, begin to lift the torso upright. Take your time. The hands come to the outer legs, guiding the legs back in. And if you would like to again move however it feels good. You might just be making a little ball, swaying side to side, maybe arching the spine, maybe something else. Whatever would feel really good for you right now. And as you move nice and slow, you move into a half cow face pose. Keep the left leg extended, bring the right leg up and over so the foot comes as far or as close to the left hip as it possibly can. And if you need to place a block under the knee or maybe under the foot or maybe blocks on top of the right knee, you can always stack it up a little higher to let the forehead rest on. And lower it down as the body starts to open up. Relax the left leg and start to allow the torso to roll forwards again. If you need your lower back up against a wall, or if you need to stay in an upright position, please do. And if the legs only come to a figure 4, then that's completely fine. Just put the blocks under the outer legs. As you relax here, let the arms get heavy, the shoulder blades spread apart. The left leg relaxes completely, so the foot might fall slightly in or out, whatever feels best for the body. As the hips relax, the low back, let the body melt forwards, gaining space on the left posterior chain. And just allowing the body to relax as deep as possible. Know that you can always stay as long as you need, as long as the body likes. You can remove props as the body gets deeper. If you need to add them back, just make sure you feel supported. Whenever you are ready, we'll use the hands to lift the torso back upright. So with the palms, you'll press them down, either down onto the ground or onto props, to lift all the way back up. And doing the legs, again moving slowly if that feels good. And we take it to the other side. Half cow face or half shoelace, with the left leg up and over. The right leg stays straight this time. And place a prop under the outer left leg, or maybe the foot next to the right hip. And the legs, whether the legs at a figure 4 all the way across. As you roll the torso down, the forehead can rest on blocks or props. The arms get nice and heavy, maybe even props under the forearms. Relax the right leg so the foot might fall either way. Allow yourself to gain more and more space in this pose as you let go. staying as long as you like. Again, releasing when it feels good, taking your time. Again, maybe slowly moving the body. You can always stay still if that feels better too. As we now make our way over to the wall, into a legs up the wall position. So we'll bring our bum as close as it's comfortable for us. We don't have to have it all the way up against the wall, but if it feels okay for the back of the body, you can. The legs can be hip width or maybe together. You're welcome to put a blanket under the pelvis, under the skull, under the low back. And the arms are wherever it feels best, whether that's the arms wide, hands on the torso, maybe back behind you. If you need to prop the arms up as well, use whatever you need, whatever props you have that you're not already using. Just start to let the legs get nice and heavy. Let the body start to melt down. Back of the pelvis relaxes a little further. Allow yourself to relax here as deep as possible. Always stay with the legs straight up the wall. If you prefer to take a different leg position, you can come into a squatting position. This is one of my favorites. The legs will come a little bit wider than the pelvis. Let the feet slide down the wall so the thighs come towards the outer side body. You can support the legs with the hands or with blocks, as you can see in the video. Blocks will most probably have to be on their tall side, slightly angled in towards the middle of the thighs. And if this is still quite intense, you can move a little further away from the wall. Continuing to allow the breath to move in and out slowly to help calm the nervous system, to relax the body, create space in the mind, a gentleness in our energy, an awareness of our emotions. You can always stay here as long as you like again. As you're ready, guide the legs back in. Whether that's knees at the chest or legs up the wall, you can move, pointing and flexing, maybe bending the knees. Now move into a dragonfly pose, which is a wide leg pose. The left leg opens to the left side, right leg to the right side. And please use the blocks under the outer thighs so you can completely relax the legs. You might need to stack a couple up on each side. Just notice what's going to feel the most comfortable, that you can relax the deepest into. And as the body, as I said earlier, as it does let go, you're welcome to move the blocks out a little further, or even turn them down a little further as well, just so you can continue to relax and get space. For me, I just gauge where the blocks are on each side and try and have them in the approximate same place, and then move them out or down again as my body opens up. And let the arms relax. That's the entire inner thigh area, our adductors, our hamstrings, maybe even feeling a nice stretch in the back of the knees, down the calves to the heels. As you relax here, still notice what the mind's doing, where it's going to, what's constantly coming up for you. Just be a watcher, an observer. Notice what's going on. What's most prominent? What keeps coming back over and over again? as you bring your hands to the outer legs. Create a little bend of the knees and then guide the legs back in, whether the knees are at the chest or legs up the wall. Moving really slow to release, taking your time. And then as you're ready, let the knees come towards the chest as you just relax here. You're welcome to support the legs by using the hands on the outer knees or the thighs or the shins. Just make sure you can relax the elbows, whether that's on the ground or on a prop. And now slowly roll off to the side into a fetal position. You're welcome to put the props between the knees and the ankles. You can use the arm as a pillow, or if you prefer a prop as a pillow, you can use something else as well. So the body relaxed, nice and heavy. And when you're ready, using your top hand, begin to press yourself upright and coming to a seated position. You're welcome to sit how we did at the beginning of class, cross-legged or otherwise. You can sit up on props with the eyes closed or open, and then the hands on the legs or at the heart. And just take a few breaths, a moment to thank yourself for taking the time out of your day, especially for you, in an important way. As we bow in thanks, Namaste. Thank you so much for doing this for yourself, for slowing down, for creating space, for helping you to feel a little bit more comfortable, maybe move a little bit more comfortably. Please take your time to transition back into the rest of today. Drink lots of water and have an amazing day. Again, my name is MJ, and hopefully I get to see you around here soon, or even in a class, in a real life class. That'd be awesome. Have a great day. Namaste.